You get 5,000 US dollars. But for every 2 weeks you are alive for, a taster bud grows in your butthole. Would you take it? Why or why not? Yes. I eat enough hot sauce to burn out my taste buds on both ends. Yes. Taste buds die every 2 weeks and are replaced. Therefore I will only have one taster bud. Since the average mouth has like 10,000 taste buds, I think I can handle having one in my butthole for 5,000. We already have taster buds in our lower intestine. They just aren't hooked up to our sense of taste. So sure, I'll take that deal. Yes, I would take that deal. I would periodically file off the taster buds from my ass when they get to a tasteable number. My tongue has been in plenty of asses. For 5 million, I could afford an ass mint or two when I want a break. Taste is mostly smell anyway, so I'd probably take the deal. Jesus Christ. Yes, I mean, you do know that you could just have surgery to either remove or nullify your taster buds, right? And you could just use the $5 million to pay for said surgery. Stoma back, here I come. Every day I'm poor, I eat anyways, so yes. Yeah, then I'll be known as the man who can taste from his ass and get more money. Oops. This is the first of this kind of question that I've seen here where it actually is a dilemma. I'll reject it. Having to constantly taste and ass isn't a great way to live. A few questions. Is the taster bud functional? In other words, can I taste my butthole? Second, and more importantly, does a taster bud mean there's a new taster bud every 2 weeks? Or does it mean the same taster bud grows larger? If the latter, by how much? Thank you. Take it in a heartbeat. Taster buds also die off quicker than they'll grow at that rate. Taste buds go through a life cycle where they grow from basal cells into taste cells and then die and are sloughed away. According to Dr. Bartoshuk, their normal life cycle is anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks. However, burning your tongue on hot foods can also kill taste buds, she says. It's a double win, because I'll be able to taste the stray peanut butter that my wife shoved up my ps. I wouldn't, because life like that would be miserable. But also, props for the question. This is the first dilemma question on this sub I've seen out of about 5,000 that actually required a bit of thought. It's usually something like, would you take Bill Gates' net worth if you have to wake up at 6 AM twice a year? We already have taste buds in our anus, so a free 5 mil deal. Learn to live with it. It's not like I don't eat food every day already. What would that even feel like? Normally you taste it in your mouth, but then if you taste it in your butt, then how would that work? I'd probably not take it. Whenever I have tips I'd probably need to file it off or something, or else tastes. Absolutely yes. I'm Korean, so most of my food I eat I get to taste them again through my butthole anyway. Currently enjoying last night's fire noodles. Canadian, so I would take the money and use free healthcare to remove butthole taster buds. I'd take that. The average person has about 10,000 taste buds and they're replaced every 2 weeks or so. Source. So, basically I'd have one taste bud. It would die off and regrow every 2 weeks and I'd basically taste nothing there because I'd need a few thousands to do that. And even if you mean one new taste bud every 2 weeks, that would mean that I'd grow about 26 a year, so that should be manageable for the next decade or so, and I'll reserve some of that sweet cash for a taste bud removing up every decade. I've been eating ass since high school. Maybe for more money. Jim 1,000,000 US dollars and I'll consider it. Yes, because I'm broke as ps. No, because a short life lived in pain is a life wasted, and wasting the money along with it. Yay, sure, that doesn't seem like a bad deal. No, because I don't wanna smell my own poop or farts. Of course my oops will become a 2-in-1 deal. No, not worth it. I'd have to give up eating while on the toilet. Asking the real questions. No, my ps are answered. Get a colostomy bag and shove popsicles up your ass. Also, I already like the taste of ps, so that's good for me. So we basically taste our own ps. This is a hard one. Use the money to burn the taster bud off. I mean, no one says these taste buds will be connected to the brain. I'll take it. Plus, even if my loophole doesn't count, you'd eventually get used to the taste of gas, poop and anus. Just pay for the surgery to get it removed every 2 weeks. I'll have my anus removed. Interesting. I'm down with it, but I'ma need more than a one-time 5 million. Something tied to the 2-week, but changes would be appropriate. I don't think a single taste bud will taste anything, and don't they get replaced very often? Yeah, I'll take the deal, sir. 4500000. I'd literally eat a piece of ps every 2 weeks. With that caveat that it doesn't make me dangerously sick. Yeah, just give the money to my parents and commit death. Yes. Me and the fam could use who couldn't. And it seems like a small price to pay. Sounds legit. I eat a lot of spicy food and hot sauce. So every time I go to the toilet I taste the sauce again. So yeah, bring that money in. Why would someone pass up free money? It's basically a non-issue. Can't you just get them removed? Absolutely. 5000000 could buy me something to make my ps excrement taste wonderful. Also, ps excrement is a rad band name. Yes. I'd eat cuisine that doesn't digest into ps. Joke's on you. I'm into that ps. Yes. Don't dish it if you can't take it. Spicy food will be real interesting then. And yes, not in that order. Rabbits have poop and special nutrient poop. I'll take the 50000 US dollars. All I'll be tasting is my home is nut. No homo. Yes. I'd just pay for them to be removed. Take it and hold my breath every time I poop. Rate of growth is key here. I know nobody who can answer this. OMG, thank you for this. Yes. The functionality of said taste bud is not clarified, therefore I will treat it as if it doesn't work. Herp derp. Mind-bending stuff here, lads. Yes, of course. For reasons explained in other comments. It's a good metaphor for what happens to people who actually get that rich. I'd just burn or freeze off the taster buds. Don't have to be hooked up to the nerve system. So heal, yeah. Yes. I eat ps for slightly above minimum wage. Try me. Ps. Yes. Assuming I live another 60 years I will have 1500 taste buds in the end, which is about 15% of what I have now. So 15% taste of ps, but it will be progressive, so I won't even notice it. Yes, because then to have equal taster buds in my tongue and in my ass I'd have to live for another 383 years. Yes. Time to blow smoke up my ass. I guess I have to taste ps with my ass too now. I'll take it, spend it all in the first 2 weeks, then kill myself. Yup, without a doubt. Adaption is encoded into our very being. Ever sit in a smelly room for a couple minutes and suddenly it's not as bad? A single taster bud is a drop in the bucket. Think you'd get used to the taste pretty quickly. Reddit's fascination with the hole in the butt is becoming disturbing. : Sure. Why not? That's a small price to pay for financial freedom. Not to mention, one fetish in particular suggests that eating ass ain't so bad. It's my ps, so why not? Yes, with the life cycle of a taste bud and the fact that without your sense of smell being in the direct vicinity you would taste literally nothing, as the two senses are directly connected. Yes, there are two situations here. 1. I order Cyberpunk and PS5, or 2. I start tasting ps in my farts, so I give it to my mom and kill myself. Humans have roughly 10,000 taste buds. If I were to take the money now and live 70 more years, unlikely I would have 1800 taste buds at the very end, which means even at the worst it would only taste less than 1/5 of eating ps by mouth. Since I love ps anyway, this is an amazing deal. If a taster bud grows, I'd just pull it off. Problem solved. Show me the money. I would take the money because the anus isn't connected to any of the parts of the brain that register scent or taste, and also because taster buds die off fairly quickly. so I really wouldn't notice the thing anyway. I'd take it. I'll just get a colostomy bag, I guess. If it's a single taste bud, that port won't be enough to taste anything. And they also die every 2 weeks. Hell yeah. I've always wanted to try it the other way around. Yeah, that would be sick. After reading the question, oh my, what did I just imagine? After reading the comments, WTH is seriously wrong with my mind. Why does it start to imagine all the stuff that people write? Yes, because you never said you can taste it. 5 mil isn't enough. This is the ps that makes it to the top of askreddit hub. 24 tastabuds in my ass per year for 5 mil? Frankly, that doesn't seem worth. Although you change the budget game forever, so it's not all bleak. Be a pass for me. 52,000,000 a year. I can put up with anything. This is a scat lover's fantasy. The average human lives 79 years, approximately 28,854 days factoring leap years. If you get a new tastabud every 2 weeks, you'd end up with 2,061 taste buds. Note this math assumes this has been starting from birth. The average human tongue has about 10,000, roughly 5 times more than your anus would at the end of your life in this hypothetical. Not to mention that the increase is extremely gradual. You get used to the taste of that intensity before the next bus came in made you increase that tolerance by an unimaginably small factor. Ultimately, your main concern would not be the taste buds, but about using that money responsibly. That's not a sustainable income. You will have to be careful with it, even if it may seem so large. Now if you'll excuse me, it's just past 3:00 AM, and I'm done doing ass math. I don't live in the US, so I have no use for it. So no. I would take it by a Bugatti Chiron World Record Edition and go 300 miles per hour down the highway until I run out of gas or crash and die. I'm in. My mouth already tastes like ups. Yes, I can handle that ps. We already have taste buds in our colon and our rectum. Believe it or not. Taste buds don't stop at our tongue. They exist throughout our digestive system. When you feel that weird sick feeling in your guts from bad food and indigestion, part of that is from your digestive taste bud sensing that something is wrong. With that said, I'd like my 5 meters. Yes, everyone has to eat, but the more bread you have, the less you mind it. Seems like a steal. If I had that kind of money, I can't afford to have a surgery of wrapping this plastic film around where my bud throws. Or I could, wear a butt plug with a removable hole in it. This is dumb. Anyone with a ps brain would take a lifetime of security for just tasting ps on their ps. Like maybe some people would care about ps being on their tongue, but this is just ps on your ps. Business as usual. Pay up. A few things I got from the comments are that taste buds die around every 2 weeks, so I would only have one taste bud up my ass. And also we apparently already have taste buds up there that aren't just linked to our sense of taste. After reading that, I would take the deal and beg those people weren't joking. I mean, as one of the many people who have dipped their nutsack into soy sauce because they heard it has tastabuds on it, I would take it. Because from that tastabud nutsack experience I can confirm it's nothing like how it is in your tongue. Yes, because then I know what my ps tastes like. No, because 5 million is not that much. I'd be a rich man with a colostomy. Our buttholes already have a semi-equivalent of taste buds. Haven't you ever eaten a whole jar of pepperoncinus? Or is that just me? Hell yeah, I'd take it. I'm pretty sure taste buds need saliva to taste anything, so already that's a free 5 mil. Even if they were fully functioning, I think the change would be gradual enough that I would barely even notice. Changing the opt to mean that you slowly start tasting your feces uncontrollably through your anus. Even then I'd take that. I tried to kill myself a second time last fall, and during the lead up I took out all my savings, got a refund on my full year's tuition, used a lock, etc. I enjoyed a couple weeks of absolute luxury with around 10% of it, and donated about 90% of it to charity/friends in need. This time I'll plan things out better. No stomach pumping, no embarrassment of breaking my leg/ribs. Much more money to charity and similar levels of distraction. 4. 97 mil goes to charity, and I'll earn things 12 to 13 days in. No. Never wanted to be rich. I think it's unethical and don't like the thought of having that much money. I'm a boring person. I just want to finish uni with my teaching degree, get me a nice teaching job and build a home with my boyfriend. Pay me more. Yes, because there's lots of things I can buy to remedy or even take advantage of this. This is way less appealing as I where I live we don't use USD, we use this currency, but still look appealing to take. Sorry for responding to a question with a question, but askreddit what the ps? Like you / Klutzy Horse said, yes, because we do have taste buds in our ass, they just aren't connected to anything. So yes, I'll take it. Might as well. Most people's breath is ass anyway and they don't get paid for it. I would like to see that ice cream guy with the gold spoon make a video about that. Well, I really wouldn't, but it might be funny. Can't taste ups coming out of your ps if you have a colostomy. I mean, most of the food I eat now tastes like ups, so at least that way I could eat well half the time. Richard Christie on the Howard Stern Show can differentiate between different beers and wine by tasting with his butthole. Could just use that stuff that makes foul things taste sweet too. Sure. I'd just get ass covered so my ass buds wouldn't be able to taste anymore. Dude, maybe. I do not take good care of myself, and if I could taste the inner sanctum, if my ass I would puke. Constantly. Women like success and all that, but no one wants to know their partner is actively tasting ps while you get it on, unless that's your thing, and that's not all that common I imagine. I'd be haunted by the approach each month of the dreaded day. People have blown more money. What if later, I've lost it all, and I'm reminded every 2 weeks by increasing flavor of liquid ps? I'd ps go insane. But, my mom sure does need a lot of medical attention, so it is tempting. I mean, maybe I'd get used to it. Maybe it doesn't taste that bad. I've never tried, but I highly doubt it. Maybe I can mint my ass like others have said. Maybe that would hurt. But then, unless there was some way around meal, would progressively taste more and more like ps. Food is delicious sometimes. That would suck ass. It shouldn't change how your breath is though, right? You will upset I'm in. Where do I sign?